I've discovered a life hack that crushes procrastination, ends the need for learning new habits, and completely eliminates the requirement for motivation. It's called the 2-minute rule, and it's surprisingly easy. Not only am I going to tell you how and why you need to start using the 2-minute rule today, I'll reveal a positive benefit that nobody is talking about, but it can greatly improve your life. So, you can keep letting your excuses and procrastination get in the way of you doing the things that you should do or the things that you need to do, which can have serious consequences. Or, you can try this simple strategy that experts and me are using daily to get great results at everything that we do. I was like millions of other guys who keep reading all these self-help books, watching all the videos, listening to all the experts, but you're probably like I was. I couldn't figure out why I was struggling to take action, or why all the stuff that I was learning was basically a useless waste of time that got me nowhere. I thought I was lazy or unmotivated, and sometimes I even felt like a loser. I wondered, what the hell is wrong with me? Then I discovered 3 very important things from experts that finally got me over the hump and finally got me making progress. Fast forward to today. I've built and sold multiple businesses, and I'm building more. And even though I'm 54 years old now, I'm more masculine, I'm healthier, stronger, and in better shape than 95% of guys in their 20s. Unlike before, I get stuff done now, and it all starts with the 2-minute rule. First, I learned from the experts that not doing the things that I knew I should do or that I needed to do can cause stress, anxiety, feelings of failure, and even negative thoughts like believing I'm lazy, I'm unmotivated, undisciplined, dumb, or even a loser. Guys, these feelings can lead you down a nasty rabbit hole that's hard to get out of. And if you don't fix them now, you'll end up being a loser with a ton of regrets. The second thing that I learned from the experts was that my procrastination, or my lack of motivation, or even having no discipline was actually not my fault. Well, not entirely anyway. You see, my brain, and yours too, naturally want to avoid doing unfamiliar things, hard tasks, or anything that seems overwhelming. Without getting into the science of it all, it just means that even with good intentions, your own brain is secretly preventing you from doing the things that you need to do. And when you don't realize that it's your brain stopping you, it can feel like procrastination, hesitation, or a lack of motivation. But it's not. I found a good and easy solution for these 2 things, which brings me to the third thing. After reading and watching all the self-help videos and still getting 0 results, I heard about the 2-minute rule, so I tried it. And it really works. The 2-minute rule can actually help you build new habits, it can build your discipline, it can even eliminate the need for motivation so that you can take action on anything, even when you don't really feel like it. You see, most people know what they should do, but then they end up getting home from a long day at work or a long day at school, and they're too exhausted to even start. When you're tired and unmotivated, the thought of going for a run, or hitting the gym, mowing the lawn, doing homework, or even reading that book that you've been wanting to read can actually feel overwhelming. And that's when your brain stops you. Thinking about the whole big task that you need to do, or the work that's involved, causes your brain to not want to do it. Getting started is the hard part. This hesitation is where the 2-minute rule comes in. With the 2-minute rule, you only think about the start. That's it. You tell yourself, I will only do the thing that I need to do for 2 minutes, and then you can stop. Even if the thing that you need to do would take 3 hours, you are giving yourself permission to stop after 2 minutes. So there's no pressure. This does 3 things for you, and it has incredible added benefits. It makes the thing that you need to do feel less hard, less overwhelming, and it tricks your brain, which then allows you to get started. The thing is that once you get started, there's a high chance that you'll keep going and you'll finish the task. As an example, if I'm supposed to work out today and I'm not in the mood when it comes time to go to the gym, I just tell myself, all I'm going to do is put on my gym shoes, walk out the door, get in my truck, and start driving down the road. If I get to the end of the road and I don't feel like going still, I can turn around and come home. But over 90% of the time, what happens is the momentum carries you through the task, and that 2 minutes can easily turn into an hour or more. And getting the task done feels great. In fact, I've heard experts say that once you're committed and into whatever it is that you're doing, sometimes it's harder to stop than it was to start in the first place. And that's a good thing if you want to get stuff done and if you want to improve. I do this with anything and everything that I need to do. In fact, you can even put this to use right now just by hitting the like button, subscribing to this channel, and telling us what's the first thing that you're going to do with the 2-minute rule. Joining our community is a great start to improving yourself. The second thing the 2-minute rule does is it bypasses the need for motivation, because doing something for 2 minutes doesn't require a lot of motivation. The third thing it does, and this is a big one that I discovered after using the 2-minute rule for over a month, when used consistently, the 2-minute rule builds up discipline. This is because discipline is like a muscle, and it needs to be built up over time by doing things. The more things that you do, the more discipline you'll actually have. And discipline can even help force you to start the 2-minute rule in the first place, as well as help keep you going beyond the 2 minutes. I have a bonus tip for you. The 2-minute rule also builds habits. Habits are built over time, often 3 weeks or more of doing something consistently. Using the 2-minute rule daily to start the habit until the habit is ingrained in you is a great strategy. But there is one thing I discovered that beats discipline and habits for getting stuff done. And if you combine it with the 2-minute rule, every time you need to do something, you could see 10 times the results with everything that you do. I discuss this in my next video here.